Okay, welcome back. This is part 2 of the word review video. The next thing on the instructions, point number 4, is to change the font style for some text. This is something that most people know how to do, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So basically all you need to do is select the text that you want to work with. I'm going to select this sentence by holding my control key down and clicking on the sentence, and that selects the entire sentence. You can access the font styles from this little dialog box right here. So here are the different font styles here, and you can float your mouse down the list and you will actually see a demo of the various styles as the mouse floats past them. Now here's the thing with legal documentation and working for the legal sector. The font styles that you want to choose are going to be pretty conventional. There's no real opportunity for you to use the snazzier style, so you want to stay with something that's going to be easy to read. And things like Arial, Calibri are good for that. So just click on the font choice and the dialog box will close. The next thing to do is to change the font size. So still in this little dialog box here, you have sizes here. Now you're not restricted to just the sizes that are given here. You can actually, if I wanted to do a size 13, I could simply click up to the number up here and select it and type 13 and enter, and that actually changes the size to size 13. I'm going to click on the home ribbon here, and because I have clicked on this particular bit of text, it's telling me up here that I am in Arial 13. And this is also the place I can go to change my font style or my font size. And if I click on this section of the text here, it tells me that I am using the Calibri body font and it is size 11. So if you're not sure what's going on your document, simply click on the piece of text that you're looking at and have a look and see what information you can gather from what is in the ribbon. Okay, the next point is to change font color. So again, select your block of text or word or whatever, double click to select a word, control click to select a sentence, triple click to select a paragraph. There's all kinds of things that you can do there. And here is your font color, so you can choose different colors here. Again, in a law firm or working for the legal sector, black is it. Black is what you're going to be using, but just in case, that's where you can go to choose other colors. Okay, number 7 says add some highlight color on some text. So again, select your text and you've got a little pen right here that you can highlight the text. You're kind of limited as to the colors that you have, but there you go. Okay, and number 8 is insert some page numbers. So let's go to insert off of the ribbon and let's choose page number right there, and you can choose where you want the page number to be, top of the page or bottom of the page. And really, when you're doing documentation, when you're doing specific documents, there is no hard and fast rule. You must put your page numbers at the top of the page, or you must put your page numbers at the bottom of the page. Either will do, as long as you're consistent, of course. So if I want my page numbers to be at the bottom of the page and I want them to be left aligned, I'm going to choose plain number 1 from the drop down arrow here. If I want it centered, I'll choose plain number 2. If I want it right aligned, I'll choose plain number 3. So I'm going to go with plain number 3. And what that does is that creates a footer and puts the page number in there. So you can see when you're in the footer that all your rest of your text is grayed out, and you are also in the footer design tab. A couple of different ways you can close the footer is simply click on close header and footer, or you can double click on the main body of your document and that puts the footer away. So let's see how the page numbering is working here. I'm going to use my scroll bar. So there I am, page 2 and page 3, and on we go. Okay, the next one is to add a header or footer that contains your name and ID number. So we've already got a footer in there, so let's put a header in there. So a quick way of doing this is to simply move your cursor up to the top section of your page, the top margin, double click, and that will create a header. I'm going to get out of that. Another way you could do that is to go to Insert and Header, but I like the little shortcut. So basically you just go ahead and type, and so there's my name, and let's say my ID number. I'm going to use my tab, and that'll put me over to the center tab. My ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy for me to remember. And I'm done, so I'm going to double click on the body again, and there is my header there. I'm going to undo my show hide just to get rid of that. So when you're looking at this document, it looks like the header is faded out, which it is on the document because that section of the document isn't active. But when you print it, it will print out as dark in font color as the body of your text. So you'll see, if you're not familiar with headers, you will see that as you scroll, that piece of information goes on every single page. So that's basically what headers are all about. We're going to be doing more with headers later on in the course. Okay, number 10, bold some text, italicize some text, double underline some text. Again, double click to select a word. There is the bold tool right there. There is the italic tool. There's the single underline tool. So I'm going to show you a trick. So if we double click, there we can bold. If we double click on this word, we can use this to italicize. If you want to double underline this word, we can't do it from this little pop-up menu. We have to go to the font group, and there is the underline tool right there, and just to the right of that is a little arrow that you can click on, and you have a whole bunch of different underline choices to choose from. So there's double underline right there, and there we have it, bolding, italicizing, double underlining. Okay, I'm going to cut this video short and we will carry on with the next video.